Hey, it's Big Jeff coming to you with another weekly arrival, episode number 9. We started this week's back because not everybody wants to sit there and watch a whole video on one product, and we have so many products it would take forever to get them all done. So we started doing multiple products per week. And this week, we're going to focus on LED Glow and Dynamat. Dynamat's been around since the beginning of time, and for a while, people used to call everything Dynamat. And then they came out with HushMat and all these different brands. But Dynamat has so many options and choices, from license plates to actual padding that goes from 1/4 inch all the way up to 1/2 inch or 5/8, and even stuff like this, SuperLite, which is made for applications where you can't have any bulge, super thin. I can't even get into how many SKUs there are. They even have custom cut for vehicle specific. So we have a bunch of their products in, even stuff like the Dyna license plate, which is a piece of Dynamat that you put on there to get rid of that rattle. Here's a cool device right here we use to show in-house. A bell with nothing and just a little tiny piece. And the way this works is energy you cannot destroy, so what it does is it takes basically the vibration and converts it to minute amounts of heat. It basically absorbs it. Now, why is Dynamat good to have? And it doesn't matter if it's a big base build, small base build, or no base build. They use this when they do custom motors and the motors are very loud, or older vehicles that don't have the factory insulation and they do the firewalls underneath. It's an insulation, so besides getting rid of rattles, it also keeps the outside noise out and the inside noise in, and also does a barrier to keep your heat and cold at bay with different temperatures. So it should be used for all applications, not just base. But I can tell you, a properly, we'll say properly done, enough area covered, you can actually even gain an SPL because it's keeping that noise inside the vehicle. So I recommend that to everybody, and you should check that out. The DynaPad here is actually a pad. It's a noise and heat barrier. This one here is non-adhesive. You just kind of lay it out. So you would unravel it, you put it down below the carpet, and it's not stuck down. Something like that to do the whole floor, about $150. We have the license plate kits for $19.95. Comes with a little piece and a Dynamat trim that you don't even need to use, and it's just a little piece. By adding that, gives you the same effect here when you have that license plate going da, 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 da. Yeah, okay, that'll get rid of it. And then we have some bigger stuff like the super tri-packs, and then we have, like I showed you here, this ultra super light. I mean, it is so thin, easy and pliable. I know sometimes people like the harder and stiffer. There is an application from Dynamat for everything. I mean, there's just so many SKUs. Check it on our website. The next thing I want to talk about is LED Glow. We actually used it in our own vehicles here. And the reason why I got with it, yeah, it all comes from China, but LED Glow is in the US, and a lot of this is proprietary to them. Even their Bluetooth controller, the app is incredible. You could take the wheel well lights, the rim lights, the interior light, and you can all put it together on one to have one control or separate all. And then you can have multiple vehicles. They have a wireless remote type. You can do the Bluetooth upgrade. And then they have all types of kits made just for motorcycles, slingshots, even down to big long RVs. You can get the tubes that are peel and stick, and they are strong to take rocks and everything else, like 30 and 40 feet long. And then they have cables that you could just plug in and keep going. So I don't recommend. You can always find good deals on Amazon for no-name brands, but then if you want to go back and add more on, you're kind of stuck. With LED Glow, you can build off of it, and they already have, if you go to bigjeffaudio.com, you can see even like a combo. So say you want 4 tubes underneath, you want a wheel well, and then you want some tubes inside. There's a bundle to do all that. So you have rim lights that are made with metal brackets, very strong. And then you have even if you have Bluetooth, you could do a little controller inside so you can see what's going on. LED Glow, incredible pricing. To give you an idea, the 4-piece multi-million color Bluetooth dash kit. That's this one here. $89.99. So you get all the parts you need, including a very easy to set up Bluetooth. And then they give you all the 3M adhesive you need, the tubes, and then you get all the, and you can get extras of these. So say you have a long vehicle, you're trying to put it somewhere weird, you can get extensions, 6 pins, 8 pins, that would be on how many colors. The wheel well kits and the rim kit's cool. So the wheel well kits are basically flexible tubes that you can mount up underneath. And we actually just did that in, unfortunately, our Ram just got demolished by a tree. But it is in the BMW and it will be going in the Wagoneer. And the cool thing is when I get on my phone, I can actually bring up and I can put it all together or I can separate it. We have it on the Yukon, so when I get in there with the iPad, I pull up the app and I can change everything right there. Really, really, really cool. And there's other settings in there. So you can go into the app and say if it drops below a certain voltage, it'll shut itself off automatically so it won't kill your battery. That's the kind of stuff you get by going with a brand name like LED Glow. So these are cool products I want to pick out. I really think people, doesn't matter if you have a small system or a big system, adding some Dynamat in the trunk lid, the rear deck, gets rid of rattles that are annoying, but also improves the quality of the bass. And then if you're going to pay money to upgrade your speakers, or you're doing some crazy panel in there with multiples, adding that to the door skin, you have no clue walking around the difference it makes in the sound quality. So I recommend even getting some small kits, trying some pieces on. We also have the rollers. Some of the stuff you barely even need a heat gun. You can leave it out in the sun for a little bit. Very pliable. And you have the thicker stuff that I recommend heating up. But none of that is needing to use a torch. And I know some guys like the stuff that thick. But I can tell you that in our Yukon, we did 2 layers all the way around. And even with the flex we have, we didn't do all the crazy bracing. We didn't. Man, I'm going to tell you, it's a huge difference. I mean, even when you go around and knock on certain areas, you can literally tell, like when there's a stud in the wall, you can tell where there's Dynamat and not. So I really like you to check this out on the Big Jeff Audio website. We're going to do every week some new items, bring to your attention. We'd love to hear your feedback and your comments. And hey, hit the like button. We do this for likes and shares. Share this out. If you'd like to see particular products, leave that in your comments. And then as we grow, we're going to keep bringing in more and more products and going over more and more things. We're getting close to season. I'm excited. We have so many new brands coming in. We have so many brands here right now. And I want to bring them right there in your phone, on your computer, in your house, and see stuff like this. New SuperLite Dynamat that can be used anywhere, not even just a car. You can even use this on your garage door, which will get rid of that high-pitched ting sound when it opens and closes. It also insulate it. Really cool. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm Big Jeff with another new weekly arrival, episode 9. I'm going to see you next week with some more cool product.